The weekend was approaching, so I thought I'd drive down a rough 5-mile dirt road towards Pinyon Mountain and Whale Peak. A great way to escape the weekend crowds is go places where less people can go.
Oh, hey there.
This is normal after a hike, right?
Hello, it's another day of adventures at Anza Borrego. This is Pinyon Mountain Road or something like that. I'm so bad. Pinyon Mountain Canyon Road or something like that. I believe that is Pinyon Mountain. I was gonna do that today. I went further than most people on AllTrails say they go in my car. There were some parts that were really rocky. I'm not sure how much worse it gets, but I thought I'd stop here because there's like a decent campsite. I'll probably get some dust when the dirt bikes come by. But the road goes in between. Pinyon Mountain's there, I believe, and this is Whale Peak that I'm going to do. I'm not sure which one. It's just a huge ridge. I know it's a longer hike, but it's not very prominent. I guess that's why that's a mountain, huh? So I was going to do that to one of them today. If I could get to the base of the mountain, it's only like a few miles hike in up to the top. But because I'm here, I'll have to add another mile or two. So I might do that tomorrow morning, start early, and then Sunday morning I'll head up to Whale Peak. But I figured if I came up this road there wouldn't be so much traffic for the weekend. I was at Blair Valley and Thursday nights, I don't know what goes on, but it's always packed on Thursday nights. And then Friday, Saturday, of course, it can get even worse. So I guess I'll just chill out here for a day, and then tomorrow morning, bright and early, try to get up there and see if I can see my car from up there. And then we'll do Whales Peak Sunday morning, which is a longer hike. Good morning, I'm at Anza Borrego. This is going to be another set of hikes. Today is Pinyon Mountain, which is that way. It's not very high, but I have to walk the road 1.4 miles. I thought about driving up the road further, but I wasn't sure if there's going to be any good campsites up there, so I stopped here. It's a little further than I thought it was. But on my walk, I'm going to scope out campsites. When I get back, I'll drive up there. Altogether, it's probably going to be only about 4 miles, 4.5 miles round trip. So, not too bad. I do have full pants on. On AllTrails, only 2 people have voted, and no people have left reviews on this hike. So I have a feeling it's just going to be a lot of bushwhacking. We'll see. But the car's locked, windows cracked. I'm hoping it doesn't get too hot in there while I'm away. I won't be gone that long. 4.5 miles. What do you think, 4 hours altogether? Goof around at the top. But yeah, we're off. Well, I got lazy. I walked a little bit, maybe a few hundred yards, and I realized the road's in really good condition. So I thought, you know what, I should just drive up to the trailhead and then come back if there's no good camp spots, or drive back to whatever camp spot. So I drove up the 1.4 miles or so, and actually at the Pinyon Mountain trailhead, which there kind of is, there's like a loop of rough roads, but it's pretty nice. There's even a big tree here offering some shade, which is pretty rare, something that tall. So I got my car partly in the shade, but as the sun moves it'll get more in the shade. And the whole way up here I've drove in 2-wheel drive, so it's not too bad. I will say in the reviews for Whale Peak they mentioned that the road is really high in the middle, so if you have a low clearance vehicle you're going to scrape that sand. And at the Whale Creek or Whale Peak trailhead on AllTrails, that's where people park. If you go further, it's not just sand that's really high in the middle. There's some boulders. So if you have low clearance, you might be scraping up on some huge rocks, which won't be good. So it's probably good to stay down there. But I didn't scrape anything at all once. I thought I was kind of worried because I have a lot of stuff in my back and it's kind of loaded down. But no problem. Didn't even put it in 4-wheel drive. It was 2-wheel drive the whole way. From here, Pinyon Mountain is only 1.4 mile round trip. So I think I'll try to do Whale Peak as well, because it's only gonna be like 5 round trip. Although that one's rated as hard. We'll just knock this out right quick and then see, I should do Whale Mountain. Yeah, let's see this one first. Alright, let's go. I'm doing really well. My car's right over there. I haven't left this loop area yet. I'm lost. Well, there's no semblance of trail anywhere. I know I have to get up to that ridge. There's no trail at all. Oh, there's a whole bunch of footsteps here. Let's go this way. I guess that's it. It's either that or I'm going to walk into a commonly used bathroom area. But we're going up to that hill. But once we're up to the top of there, we're going to have to walk on the bridge all the way to the mountain. Not too bad. I have a feeling this 1.4 miles is going to take me 2 hours. Oh, it's not too bad. All the steep part is right in the beginning, so it's getting to that ridge. However way we manage. I'll talk to you later. I think that's Pinyon Mountain way back there. Not sure. There's my car way down below. It was steep. It's gonna be a slide down. I think I'm gonna have to wear gloves. But we're on top of a ridge now. And we just walk the ridge until we get to the top of the mountain. You can actually see a trail. See it? I wonder if people come up some other way. Uh-oh. Made it. I think this is it. I think. Is this it? I don't know anything. Looks high up there. No. There's higher. This way. Oh, I see a pile of rocks. Maybe that's it. I see it. I think. There's a pile of rocks on top of that one big rock. It's not the highest point in the whole place. I think that's it. Lots of swerving. There's a big pile of rocks up there. Is this it? I don't know what's going on. I think that's it. I'm going to explore. Yeah, we're at the highest point. That rock is the highest point around here, but it's sharp. I can't stand on there. I'm gonna look around for... Oh, I found a can! There it is! If it wasn't all rusty and red, I wouldn't have seen it. Woo! Let's climb up top of a rock and hoot. How did I get up here? Woo! Yeah. Forget the views. This is the most exciting part about any climb. Let's see what we got. Good. No snakes. Nice bundle. Lots of notebooks. I'm gonna go sit down and take a look. Newer one. $323 just a week ago. 3 people. And before that, oh wait, yeah, 22, 21, pretty popular. Or 21, fun and short, very windy. Number 95, Gale. Let's see what else we got here. 319, Jesse, Greg, and George decided to take a hike after we couldn't fit through the squeeze. Greg says the world will end soon. The squeeze? Is that the one with the cholla and the boulder? Nah. Let's see what else we got here. Lisa Hazan, Keith Christensen, 310. Big gaps. February 18. There's always big groups. Oh, and Whale Peak. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of people. It's rare to see people doing these things by themselves. There's always big groups. February 11th. Oh, there's one. And one by themselves. Candace, Scalay. Huh. Relatively little effort, yeah. Alright, now I'm going to sign. La, 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 la. I'm going to use blue as well. 330. Time to go. Let's hit Whales Peak today. Oh man, I was putting the rocks back on the can and this huge spider just popped out of nowhere. He was right next to my finger. What kind is it? Would it have died? Would I have lost my finger if it bit me? He was right next to my finger. I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh, it spooked me. I didn't swear or anything though, I just jumped back. It really surprised me. Alright, let's make sure the rocks are on there nice and... Alright, shouldn't blow away, we're good. Let's take off and let's hit Whale Peak. I believe it's that thing right there. I'm looking for spiders. Oh, you can see so much. See ya. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but with binoculars I'll be able to see it really well. There's a little town. There's another road right there that goes to the trailhead at Granite Mountain. I could actually see there's a white car there, and it just goes up that way and then up and over and over. That mountain looks just gigantic from over here. It's huge, and it's very tall. What's interesting, and I did notice, and I found with the binoculars, Julian is somewhere up there. There's a whole bunch of buildings up there. You could see the road that goes over, and it goes up the top. I can't see Scissors Crossing, but I could see where this road and that road intersect. Well, just past here they intersect. I don't want to walk down there because I'm going to do Whale Peak. From Whale Peak, we might be able to see Scissors Crossing. We'll see. Thinking about it, Granite Mountain, PCT goes to the north of it, and it goes on the west side, on the other side of this. So it's somewhere up in those mountains. So Mount Laguna is out there somewhere. Somewhere. Pretty crazy. And I could see Blair Valley Campground. I didn't notice it earlier, but with binoculars I could see there's a campground there. And it's not one of the places I stayed, but that's one of them. I could see the roads that drive into it. There's the northern road and there's a southern road. It's funny how the car is right there, but it's super steep here. I have to walk on this ridge, go down, and then go down. A lot of ridge walking. It's beautiful though. Just gotta watch your step. Watch your step. If you ever decide to climb Pinyon Mountain, this is the parking area. I just made a straight line up this hill, and it was really loose gravel. I was sliding down over and over, and it was pretty hard. But on the way down, it looked like people went further along the ridge. And between these two peaks, there's like a little wash, and you could kind of go through there, and it's not so bad. And you wind up coming around and coming down this way. So go that way-ish. Do not go, well, you know, if you'd like to have some fun, I guess you go this way. I was not looking forward to coming down though. I thought I was going to be sliding the whole way down. But again, that way's a lot easier. And then the rest of it's not too bad. I'm going to take on Whale Peak now. It's only 11 o'clock and it's 5 miles round trip from here. Yeah, AllTrails says it's 4.4, but a lot of time when you do GPS tracking, it takes intervals and it makes straight lines between all the turns. So if you're off trail and you're swerving a lot, you wind up walking a lot more. So I figure it's gonna be like 5.5 miles round trip, which isn't too bad. It's rated as hard though, and there's some real steep spots in the beginning. So we'll see how steep it is, you know. You never know until you try it yourself. Let's go. I did move my car again though. It was over there and the shadow started moving this way, and that's actually pretty cool in the car. So I backed it around here, so only part of it's in the shade, but when the sun moves, the whole thing's gonna be in the shade. By the time I get back, I figure the sun is gonna be hitting that front part. We'll see, and then I'll probably move it to this side of the tree for the afternoon. It's pretty flat. There's a lot of great spots here. I'm totally camping out here. This is great. All right, let's go. I drank a bunch of water and I ate a cake, so I'm ready. I'm ready! Oh yeah, from the other side, we should totally be able to see Blair Valley Campground and all the roads along there because it's right down there. In fact, the Pictograph Trail is right below Whales Peak. Really close. I consider trying to bushwhacking up the peak, but it's super steep. So from the car, there is actually this road that gets down to the road. And it looks like there's a road that goes pretty far up. I consider driving up there and saving myself, I don't know, a mile round trip. But it's not too long a hike, so let's hope I don't regret it. I don't have a flashlight on me. Should I have brought a flashlight? Nah, 5 miles can't take 6 hours. Alright, let's go. I'm at the top of the road, and nice, pretty big cairn right here. Marking the way. I guess we're just going to go up this wash portion. It's real steep in the beginning, so we got a lot to climb. There's an amazingly well-defined trail. So far it hasn't been too bad. There's lots of footsteps, so lots of people coming through. And this part's like a real trail. But there's a lot where it goes level, then up, level, then up. But with a trail like this, I gotta make up some speed here. Take advantage of it until we go up again. As I started this hike, someone was actually walking down the road and he came up behind me. He's walking the same hike, and I'm hearing screams now and then. They're more like hoots. So I'm thinking somebody's at the top of Whale Peak here. At least two people maybe. And I'm hoping it's not that one person screaming. Seems more like a celebratory hoot than a help. So, well, you know, I'll be buying the way down soon anyway, so it's alright. It's not like the trail's hard. Anybody could do it. I bet even my nephew could do this hike so far. It's been pretty easy. And the trail is very well defined so far. And lots of cairns. Just follow the golden rule of avoid the spiky things. And it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Here's a question for the Osmo Pocket. I'm too lazy to step down and step up. It's at least a couple of feet. So I'm going to jump across. How shaky will the Osmo Pocket footage be when I jump? I figure any camera is going to wobble like crazy. But here we go. Ah! I should have done it more sloppily. That was way too graceful. Darn it! That pocket's going to make it look like it was even more graceful. Oh boy. Did you know that someone on the PCT did tell me that I'm kind of graceful as I hopped around the rocks? Wait, did I just say that out loud? I just spoke with some hikers. They came up a different way, but they told me that there are a lot of rocks on this trail that look like whales. That's why it's called Whale's Peak. And the one I just saw looks like a whale. Not like, I don't know. If they didn't tell me that, I probably wouldn't have thought it looked like a whale. But now that they told me that, I'm going to think everything looks like a whale. Some kind of whale, because they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, right? We're almost to the top. I'd say about 0.3 miles. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to keep looking for whales. I'll talk to them a bit. So up here at Whale's Peak we have 3 markers. There's one here, one there, and there's one down there. But oddly enough, the tallest rock here does not have one there. And it's actually pretty level up there. You could sit up there for a little while. Best views. Right now it's in the way of the good views. Oh yeah, I'm going to go back up there and try to zoom into Scissors Crossing because you can see it from up there. Which is unbelievable, but I'm going to go. In fact, let's go over here. Another one. I'm going to take a picture. Over here, there's a wall. The can is behind this wall, so we'll have to climb over it. But interesting, there's like a nice wall. Make it so where the can is ideal for snakes and stuff to hide. Alright, let's look for spiders first, so we don't get a repeat of this morning. Looks good. Let's find out what's in the can and hike it. Did I say hike it? I mean sign it. See what's in the book. 330. There were 2 very large groups here. Well, as you can see right here, a whole bunch of names. This trail is very commonly traveled. Oh, there's a big gap there, but interesting. It's easy when you know the right way. That's a good one. Paul and Mary Russo, you guys are funny. Huh. Alright, time for me to sign. So that's it. The trail took about an hour to get down. Pretty easy down. There's another 4Runner. There are two groups up there. I didn't see this car from up above, but stock 4Runner SR5. No problem. It's not as way down as mine, of course. But yeah, no problem getting here. I'm not sure which group is which. There's a group of 3 men and then 1 man and 1 woman. Not sure whose car that one was. And there's another red car up ahead. Very shiny. All these cars are so shiny. How did I get up here and their cars are so shiny? Mine's dull. Can you see my car? Can you see it? There's nothing reflective at all. I guess maybe just the way the sun's hitting it. Nothing reflective. Alright. Well, this is the easy part. Road walk. Pretty much done. Whale Peak is actually really nice. Yeah, on AllTrails, Whale Peak is marked as hard. Just coming up from the Pinyon Canyon Trail road, I guess. But I thought it was easy to moderate. There are cairns everywhere. Places where there aren't cairns, the trail is very obvious. It's really worn in. Tons of footsteps. I can't imagine why it's marked hard. There's some like slight rock scrambling, but nothing scary. Nothing dangerous or... I don't know. I compare everything to Granite Mountain. That thing was hard. I would say Whale Peak is just below moderate, leaning towards easy, a little less than moderate. Even that, I mean, pretty easy. Great views though, so totally worth it. Come on up. There's that truck. It's another red truck. It's got like little bits of dust on it, but otherwise look how shiny it is. So much glare. Ford. And my car still has no reflections. There's no light glinting off anything. I think last time I washed it was after the first week. So yeah, just under 2 months ago. There's my car. A little bit of shininess in the front. Looks like the shadow is all on the right now, so I'm going to move my car on the right side of the tree there. I got my shorts back on. It's okay. It's a family show. So, yeah, it's a good day. I did both peaks. I'm going to chill today. Tomorrow, I'm going to sit here, edit videos in the morning. I think I'm going to drive down to Scissors Crossing in the afternoon. One of the vloggers says she's going to be down there, so I'm going to try to meet her. We'll see how it goes. I only have like 10 sodas, I hope. That's enough for people that come through. 5:30. That red 4Runner is still there. I believe that's with the man and woman. But they should be coming down any minute. And as soon as they're gone, I'll have this whole area to myself. And I can run around naked and nobody would know. It's pretty awesome. At least I think I have it to myself. Yeah. Come on, 4Runner, take off already. Alright, so this glorious tree has given me shade all day, so my car hasn't gotten above 80 degrees the entire day with the sun beaming on it, which is amazing, actually. I keep a thermometer in there that keeps max and min. So, thank you, tree. And that car, they're camping out. I was wondering what's going on. It's hard to see the car now with my eye in the shade. But I pulled out my binocular and I looked and they set up a tent right in front of that car, so no running around naked tonight. But over here, I moved my car over here. The sun's not as strong anymore, so it's okay to be out and open, as you can see my long shadow. But I picked here because sunrise will be coming from right up there, and I'll be able to look out my window when I wake up in the morning and watch the sunrise. It's gonna be a great night. In case you're thinking, but Jay, doesn't your batteries need to be charged up by the solar? Yes, they do, but when I got back, I actually pulled out my second panel and I ran a line and just put it out in the sun, and 2 hours of full sun, I was able to get my batteries topped off and good to go. So no problems there. So everything's good. It's gonna be a good night. And then we get to drive all the way back. It's gonna be a while. I hope nobody's coming this way as I'm leaving, because there are very few turnouts. It's gonna be hard. The best thing you can do is look for like dust kicking up and just pull into a pull out. Expect the vehicle to come. It's pretty tough. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You have a good night now.
It's just me driving from here on, so feel free to go do something else more fun. I'm sure there's a lot.